in the RPI standings. They have a bye in the first round, and then they'll face the winner of West and Cypress at home next Tuesday. Should be a 4 or 5 o'clock start there for that one at Wright Tree Stadium. The 1-2 goes back to the off speed. It's off the end of the bat. Mahoney fills it, steps on the bag for out number 1.
Ty, that play that Grant made is an uncomfortable play there, right? Like that ball that's coming slow as the first baseman, you're just kind of like, get to me, get to me, get to me. Your pitcher maybe is coming over. You're wondering how fast the guy's coming down, but just as he's done all year, he just made it look so easy. He's been so good at first base.
Brings up the senior first baseman. He's now 1 for 8 against Wasatch, but leads the team with a .362 batting average. He'll take ball 1.
Ty, when you start thinking about, end of season awards, Ty's trophies to hand out, things like Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, MVPs, got to be throwing Grant's name in there as the Defensive Player of the Year, right? The way he's played over there at first base has been fantastic. Who are some of the other standouts that you think of with this team?
I think Fowler, Braxton is short's taking the next step, Ty. His ability to field that one in the 5-6 hole and throw it across the diamond on the backhand side has been very impressive. 3-0 count here to the cleanup hitter. And he gets the outside corner for strike 1.
I think you could say all the way around the diamond, Tyler. Defense has just been steady for Wasatch,
right.
hasn't it? I mean, these guys have just been really good.
It's going to be a high chopper, 2-shot at third. It'll bounce foul for strike at number 2. Bridgershaw, probably the best defensive play of the season, Ty, was against Cedar Valley at Cedar Valley. A backhand slide that really took a bad hop on him, Ty. Got the mid on it, knocked it down, was able to throw it across the diamond, and then Mahoney, like you said, Ty's able to make a great pick over at first base. Payoff pitch. Check swing, doesn't go, and that'll be a walk. And put a base runner on with 1 out, and we'll bring up third baseman Landon Johnson. He struck out swinging in his first at bat to lead off the top of the second.
Circling back to what you were talking about, just spring season, lots of playoff sports going on right now, Ty, and some exciting storylines. You've got the youth of teams like this baseball team, lacrosse, pretty young, Tyler, and getting more experience. But then you've got the big storylines like soccer. Can they three-peat, Tyler? Trying to defend back-to-back state championships, the 4 seed going in. It's going to be a little bit trickier for them to do so from that spot, Ty, but certainly are capable.
There's the first base hit of the game for Cedar Valley. It comes here in the top of the 4th with 1 out as Landon Johnson singles up the middle, puts runners on first and second with 1 out. And it's going to bring up Deegan Bishop. They're going to actually insert him to hit for Horn. Step in on the left-handed batter's box. Speaking of lacrosse, Ty, they wrap up their season tonight, both boys and girls lacrosse. Boys are 7-9 on the season. They'll be hosting Salem Hills for senior night. Then the RPI standings should be coming out tomorrow morning. Girls are at Salem Hills. Put together a nice season, Ty. It took them a while to find a head coach, but 11-5 on the season. That one is a strike 1 call on the missed bunt. How about Kaya Anderson? 75 goals and 4 assists on the season. And then Carly Ulrich, 36 goals and 25 assists on the year, have helped lead that girls lacrosse team.
Yeah, a great year, Tyler. Building momentum, too, heading into the tournament.
The 0-1 hits the outside corner again for strike 2. Again, runners on first and second, 1 out, and an 0-2 count here to Bishop. Blake working out of the stretch. Mahoney playing in front of the base runner at first. Braxton bouncing back and forth at second base. The 0-2 goes with another fastball. It's going to be flared foul on the left side, out of play. Keep the count at 0-2.
I think that's a good pitch selection there from Blake, Tyler. Bishop here wasn't even in the starting lineup. This is down in the 6th spot as it is. And you can see that they don't have a lot of confidence looking to bunt early on. Move runners over with 2 outs, Tyler. I think the hammer here, though, might be the put-out pitch that Blake needs. 3 straight fastballs to Bishop.
0-2 does go with the breaker. A little bit high. Doesn't get the strike 3 call. 1-2 now to count. They've shifted the infield over, Ty. So Fowler now playing in the hole in the 5-6. And Salmon trying to keep the runner close. A big 3-4 hole with the lefty up. A 1-look delivery from Sweat misses high for ball 2. Again, game 2 of this series will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. And then we will have game 3 following that one if needed. The 2-2 gets the out, no, doesn't get the outside corner. Fills up the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, just missed there, Tyler. That ball tailing away with the righty up there, going away from the left-handed hitter. Umpire didn't like the spot.
The payoff misses, and that's going to load the bases. So after a ground out to lead off the inning, single walk, and Cedar Valley now brings up the tying run at the plate. It's Talon Ryan. Big sophomore designated hitter is 2 for 5 in the series with a double and a run scored.
Yeah, pretty good pop here, Tyler. This is the guy you want coming up if you're Cedar Valley to try to capitalize on a mistake, Tyler. But he does have a bit of a hole in the swing. He's a pull-heavy swing hitter. And so that always, to me, as a pitching coach, was a double play candidate, right? When you see a pull-heavy swing, wants to elevate and hit it deep. If you can hit the right spot, Tyler, and there's 2 spots that you always like to go to, the hard, high inside fastball. These guys have a hard time handling it when they're a pull swing hitter, or that outside breaking pitch. And I think if Blake can set it up in the right spot, he can definitely get a roll-over ground ball to your shortstop in this scenario, get out of the inning, no big deal. And so if he can be mechanical and hit his spot, Tyler, I think that's a prime opportunity here.
Wearing number 26, a .345 batting average, which is 3rd on the team down here at the number 7 spot. 15 RBIs on the season. Comes up with the bases loaded. Sweat's going to go back to working out of the windup, and it's going to be a barrel right off the bat. Stocking misplays it. It's going to get over his head. Pick him up, put him down. 1 run will come in. 2 runs will come in. Let's see if they wave the runner at third. No, they'll keep him there. It's a 1-out, 2 RBI double for Ryan, and Cedar Valley's back in this thing, trailing now 4-2.
Yeah, he got that right in his wheelhouse where he wanted, Tyler, middle and up, and got those hands extended and pulled it just like we talked about. That's where he wants to live. And he made good use out of it. Ty executed in a big spot.
Took Cedar Valley 4 innings to get a hit on the board. They now have 2 hits in the inning, coupled with 2 walks, and they've cut the lead to 4-2. Still runners on 2nd and 3rd as the lefty Holden Rich, the right fielder, comes up to the plate. He also has 2 RBIs against Wasatch this season. He popped out to the shortstop to end the 2nd inning. Sweat stays in the windup. And that one spikes in front. Dahl does a good job keeping the body in front. Runners will stay at 2nd and 3rd in a 1-1 count. Rich, a senior, was 0 for 3 in the first game, but 2 for 4 in game 2. Dahl taking his time to put down the sign. Sweat gets it, delivers. And that one's in there for a strike. It's a 1-2 count. Looked a little bit up. It gets the belt. And a 1-2 count now here to Rich.
Cedar Valley's doing their best to try to relay these signs in from second base. I don't know if you caught that, but tapping the helmet with one hand or 2 hands to signal it in.
1-2. Does he get the inside corner? No. Similar strike call earlier to Brown. Doesn't get the call here. It's a 2-2 count.
Braxton's seen what I just told you, Ty. He's going to come talk to Blake about this and try to let Micah know. To be frankly honest with you, Tyler, I loved it when other teams thought they had signs picked because you can make a little tweak and just have them start signaling the wrong pitch, and it's not hard to say, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, right? Some people like to go, we'll put down multiple signals, but it'll just be the number of strikes plus 1, right? So if you don't have any strikes, it's the first signal you put down. Or if you have 2 strikes, it's the 3rd signal you put down or something like that. Sometimes people do it on out. Sometimes they'll do the 2nd straight sign. But if the other team thinks they know what it has, you can just make some easy adjustments there and get them signaling in and guessing the wrong pitch.
The 2-2, this one swung on, skied high to shallow center field. Faller backpedaling, and makes the play. Runner does not go at third. Made that look a little bit tougher.
Pulled his arm off, Tyler, as he had to reach back for that. And
he's testing that hand.
That one did not feel good with that hurt hand, Tyler, having to reach back and have that thing hit a little bit more square. But he made the play either way. It counts the same in the book.
2 outs now, and it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Braden Conder. The junior left fielder, 2 for 7, 2 for 8 now against Wasatch on the year at 206 batting average, 8 RBIs. Comes up with the tying run on second. Swing and a miss, strike one. Wasn't Zach Granke that started to just signal? Remember that one game? He was just in the zone and he started fastball, curveball. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. 0-2 now the count.
Takes a lot of confidence from your hitter at second base to think you've got it too, Tyler, because if you start signaling in the wrong thing, I mean, that can just devastate a prime opportunity where you got runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And rings him up on the inside corner. That's strikeout number 6, brought to you by Gravity Coalition. But 2 runs do come in on 2 hits, no errors. There's 2 runners left on base. 4-2 going into the 4th.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's 4th quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Bonnie Joseph Academy, dedicated to providing the highest quality education to students and making sure they are fully prepared for a successful career in the beauty industry. Top of the order to lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. Wasatch leading 4-2, scored 4 in the bottom of the 1st, but then a couple of goose eggs and then a 2-run top of the 4th for Cedar Valley has made this one interesting. Blake Sweat's going to get a shallow hit to the left center field gap. Single for Blake Sweat. Left fielder will field it cleanly and keep Blake at first for the single and gets a base runner on board for Wasatch.
Yeah, Wasatch needs a response inning here, Tyler, and that's a good start. Felt like they were going to blow this thing wide open in the first, and they getting 4 runs on the board, had a couple opportunities with runners in scoring position that they didn't get them across, but a good barrel from Stocking, right, Tyler, that didn't score, and you just felt like they may blow this thing open, but then a couple straight scoreless innings. Now Cedar gets a couple on the board, and Wasatch needs to kind of wake the bats back up and get this thing going.
Miguel Armendariz in to run for Blake Sweat. Austin Brown's going to swing at the first pitch again, and he's going to pop up to the third baseman, who will make the play. 1 for 3 now on the day for Brown. After a single in his first at bat, he has pop out, and that'll bring up Graham Mahoney, who's reached twice. Reached on an error in his first at bat that brought in a run, and then singled to left field in his last at bat.
Busy day for Johnson over there at third base, Tyler. Wasatch has been active, hitting the ball his direction, and he's had a really nice game, I feel like, for the Aviators.
Couple looks at Miguel at first base and delivers. Gets the outside corner for strike 1. State tournament action happening tonight, Ty, in the Nest. The boys volleyball team, 18-8 on the season, number 3 in the RPI rankings, had a bye in the first round and are now set to take on Olympus in the second round. I believe that game starts at 5 p.m. in the Nest.
Yeah, another fun storyline, Tyler, to keep your eye on. that top 5 majority of the season boys volleyball team. Really good athletes, very competitive.
This one, a chopper to first base. It's fielded in fair territory. 1 out, 2 outs, and a double play will end the inning. Another goose egg inning for Cedar Valley. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. 4-2 going into the 5th.
Hungry for mouth-watering all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Fifth inning brought to you by Guild Mortgage. As a Guild Mortgage loan officer, Tom Stone is committed to helping his clients understand their options for real estate financing, assisting them to make solid home loan decisions that meet their needs. Nice barrel to start off this one. It's from the number, actually going to get by Stocking. It's the leadoff guy, Drayden Mortensen, an extra base knock to lead off the inning for the Aviators. He's now 1 for 3 on the day as that one gets all the way to the left field wall. And I'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Ashton Pincock. Cedar Valley with a little bit of momentum, Ty, here going into the top of the 5th.
Yeah, it's an interesting part of the game right now, Ty. And it's playoff baseball. You can expect hills and valleys to go here. And Wasatch has the right guys on the field to put a stop to this. Tyler Blake Sweat, power arm, strikeout pitcher. I mean, he can easily get momentum back on your side, but at the same time, at this point in the game, Tyler, now it's 4-2, and it's just not as comfortable of a lead. And I had mentioned earlier about challenging with a fastball. This is now the time where you maybe need to start mixing it up a little bit. Third time through the lineup. You've got the potential game-tying run coming to the plate here, and now you might need to start throwing just a little bit more options at this other team to keep them off balance.
It's a 1-0 pitch to Ashton Pincock in the box. Senior shortstop. Goes back inside, swings at one. It's probably out of the zone for strike 1. 10 RBIs on the year. He's 2 for 10 against Wasatch this season. Does have 1 RBI. That came in game 2 at Cedar Valley. Blake comes set. Salmon trying to keep the runner close at second base. It's not a big lead from Mortensen. That one misses high, 4-2.
Any other notable matchups in this first round, Tyler, that have caught your eye?
Springville-Salem, Ty, is one that I just think both of those teams are good enough to be in the second round, but one of them are going to get eliminated.
And that one, that's what, the 14-19 matchup?
Yeah.
So Salem didn't move really at all after getting 2 wins over Wasatch. I believe they were 19 going into that series.
It's a 3-1 count. The pitch misses as well. That'll be ball 4. It's walk number 5 on the day for Blake Sweat. Puts runners on first and second. Nobody out, and the heart of the lineup coming up for Cedar Valley. 3-4-5. Same part of the lineup that produced 2 runs in the last inning. It's going to earn a Mirror Lake Station trip to the mound from Micah Dahl. Are you looking at it, Ty? Any others? That?
Yeah, I just think it's an interesting bracket this year, Tyler, when you look up and down what's going on here. I definitely think the Wasatch side of the bracket is a little more competitive. That's the side with Maple Mountain on there. But you look, and it's not like Orem, Tyler, who came in, has an easy path themselves. They'll have to go through Jordan, and then you've got West Jordan or Springville, Olympus, Brighton, some pretty competitive teams on that side. At first glance, it just seems like a pretty balanced 5A tournament all the way through, with the obvious heavy at the top being Maple Mountain, the clear-cut favorite, in my opinion.
Number 3 hitter, Clough, the catcher, squares to bunt, pulls back on a pitch out of the zone. He's 0 for 2 today. He popped out to right field and grounded out to the first baseman. Salmon playing in the hole at the 3-4 spot. Going to lay down the bunt. It's right back to the pitcher. Blake Sweat's not going to be in time. Over to third base. Everybody's safe on the bunt. And the bases are now loaded with nobody out.
Yeah, Ty, I believe just from our eye up here in the booth, I think that's the right call. The umpire definitely got that one right. And when you turn a wheel on that, it's the right thought. Ball right back to the pitcher. Blake fields it cleanly, but you've got to be sure. And that's where the fielders have to be calling in and signaling in, reading the jump. Your catcher especially has eyes on that ball. And so the catcher and third baseman have to be communicating that with Blake, that you have to get one there. And if it's not a sure out leading off ahead at third base, you got to go over and just take the out at first. And unfortunately, now Wasatch has made a couple mistakes in this inning.
Good barrel here from Blodgett. It's going to be deep in the right center field gap. Bluth will come over. No, he can't come up with it. Everybody's safe as that one's dropped in the outfield. Everybody's safe. Everyone advances a bag, and it's now a 4-3 game. Still nobody out and still bases loaded. Wheels starting to rattle here a little bit for Wasatch as it's now a 4-3 game. Tying run at third. Now both teams have misplayed a ball in right field that have caused a run. And it'll bring us to the number 5 hitter, Landon Johnson. Had the first hit of the day. It was a single up the middle in his last at bat. Wasatch still playing double play depth up the middle. Corners in. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Johnson. Good day at the ballpark for Johnson. He's made every play at third base, and he's 1 for 2 with a run scored in the box. Sweat delivers, gets the outside corner, strike 2. Two good pitches here from Sweat to start off the at-bat. Double walk, a fielder's choice bunt, and an error in the outfield have produced 1 run, and the bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. Sweat goes back to working out of the windup. The 0-2 gets a piece of it. Mahoney fields it cleanly, throws it home to Dahl, gets the leadoff guy at home for the first out of the inning. Another nice defensive play from Mahoney, and Wasatch has one away.
Yep, Mr. Reliable there, Grant Mahoney. Tyler, he hit it at him. The right play is going to be made, and he knows his timing, Tyler. He's in on the corner. He fields that on a couple quick hops. Dahl did a good job to come up and establish home plate and secure 1. Again, you can get greedy and try to come off early, make it throw and try to get 2, Tyler, but you get that 1, and it changes the dynamics of the inning now.
It's going to bring up the pitcher, Tyson Horn, or excuse me, not Tyson Horn. This is going to be Deegan Bishop. He walked in his last at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
So plenty of options here by getting that lead out here, Tyler. Remember, this is a subbed-in bat here, and so not the most reliable bat for Cedar Valley, a potential ground ball double play. And by getting that lead runner, if you can get a double play here, you're out of the inning with minimal damage, Tyler. And if they get out of this thing having only given up 1 run, what a job by Blake Sweat here. Knock on wood, try to avoid the jinx on that, Tyler. But this is a pretty good spot. You've got a subbed-in hitter, not a lot of confidence in them from Cedar Valley, and forces all the way around.
The 1-1 swung on and fouled into the Wasatch dugout. 4 strike 2. It's a 1-2 count before that pitch. Tie a ball in the dirt. Dahl did a great job of smothering, keeping in front of him.
Yeah, I think if Blake can hit the spot here, Tyler, an inside pitch about 3 or 4 inches on the plate with a fastball, I think that's a strikeout or a sawed-off ground ball pitch here.
The 1-2 goes back outside, too far outside. Wasatch thought they got it. Instead, it's a 2-2 count.
And if you look at Bishop here, Tyler. He's pretty in close on the plate, leaning over a little bit. I just think it's susceptible there on the inside part of the plate if Blake can throw the fastball in there.
The 2-2. Swung on. It's going to be an infield fly to Fowler. So Wasatch will have 2 away, and the base is still loaded.
That'll do it too, Tyler. Good job from Blake. Now we just lived through this couple moments ago, Tyler. Coming up here on this one, this is your big hit last last inning, Tyler, where they were able to score 2 runs on the double off the wall by Ryan. He wants to get the hands extended over and out on the middle outside part of the plate. So breaking pitch or inside fastball is where you want to get him.
This is low for ball 1. Allen now 3 for 6 against Wasatch this season. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Again, hitting all the way down at the number 7 spot. Misses with the off speed. 2-0 now the count. Stockings giving him a step out in left field. The 2-0.
Yeah,
gets the outside corner. Great pitch there from Sweat. 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, it's a really good spot. Notice he just did not give in, Tyler. Didn't just throw it over the middle part of the plate and say, come get it. Put it on the outer half. And he doesn't like that, Tyler. Ryan doesn't want to be reaching over that outside pitch.
Goes back to the inside. It's a broken bat to the shortstop. Faller fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond in time, and Wasatch gets out of the inning, only giving up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 3 are left on base. It's 4-3. We'll keep it here for the 5th inning stretch, Ty, brought to you by Guild Mortgage.
What an absolute effort there by Blake Sweat, Tyler. What a job to come through and minimize that inning, Tyler. Looked very hairy very quickly, right? Bases loaded, nobody out, and then an error in the inning. And he gets out of it with only giving up 1 run. That there could be a season-saving type moment for Wasatch. What a job from the senior, Tyler. This one's been a strange one. Wasatch leading 4-3, 6 hits on the board for Wasatch, 2 errors. Cedar Valley 3 runs on the board on only 3 hits and 2 errors. Wasatch jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first, Tyler, and definitely are going to be kicking themselves, thinking they should have had more. Had runners on second and third with 1 out and weren't able to drive in any more there, but they got off to a pretty quick lead. But then the Wasps were held scoreless in the second, third, and fourth. Wasatch not able to put a run on the board, and Cedar Valley's been clawing back in, Tyler. The Aviators made a pitching change after the first inning, and Wasatch has been held scoreless. Bishop, the lefty, still on the mound, has kept Wasatch right at 4. Cedar Valley scoring 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and they've made this a pretty tight game. Blake Sweat has gone 5 innings for Wasatch, 91 pitches, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, but 5 walks for Sweat. Bishop, on the other hand, Tyler, only 35 pitches in 3 innings pitched, 4 hits given up, but he's been able to quickly work through Wasatch, 2 strikeouts on the day, and we have ourselves a tight one, 4-3, heading into the last half of this opening game of the 5A state tournament for Wasatch baseball.
That's been the 5th inning stretch, brought to you by Guild Mortgage, and your game summary brought to you by the Gordon Law Group, your full-service local law firm to invest in their clients the best knowledge and experience needed for all areas of the law. 4-5-6 up for Wasatch here in the 5th. It'll be Hafen followed by Shaw and then Dahl. Hafen swings at the 1-0 pitch. It's a hard ground ball to the second baseman, who fields it cleanly, throws it to first for the first out of the inning.
That's a nice one to play on turf, Tyler. If you're on dirt, that's actually a different ball. Those weird little line drive flares that aren't hit hard, when that hits the dirt, often those will stay down and skim on you. And just the way that second baseman was playing there, Tyler, with the glove up, that one may sneak by, but it's just a simpler game when you're playing on the turf. The ball will hit and bounce back up cleanly for you. And Polston was able to make the play very easily.
Foul ball to Shaw, who's 0 for 1 today. He walked, and his walk brought in a run. He lined out to center field on a good barrel in his last at bat. The 0-1 goes back to the off speed in there for a strike. 0-2 now the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 3 on the day for Bishop, who's come in and thrown really nice, Ty. Again, only 3 varsity innings on the season, an 8.88 ERA. But he's mixed up the fastball with the off-speed nicely, and he's kept Wasatch on their toes.
Well, he's doing to Wasatch what a lot of hitters struggle to deal with, Tyler, and he's slowing it down. It's a lefty inviting you to hit it back up the middle or the other way, and Wasatch aggressive hitters are too far out in front. Bats are ahead of that slow fastball. They're trying to pull it, and Wasatch is not finding a lot of success right now because of their approach.
It's going to bring up Micah Dahl. Dahl popped out to the second baseman and then grounded out to the pitcher, where he actually fired it right back at the pitcher on a good barrel. It's a 2-0 count now to Dahl. Swings at this one. That one's going to drop in there for a single. First single of the day for Dahl, and Wasatch has a base runner with 2 outs.
Yeah, first single, but not the first good at bat there, Tyler. Remember, his last at bat, he had a square barrel off the pitcher, and he's had the right approach both times. Tyler, his last couple of bats, he's hit it right back up the middle or the other way. What you're supposed to be doing there on the lefty, and that's what you need more of if you're Wasatch. Don't need to make the big swing. You don't have to hit a home run. Just keep applying some pressure here to Cedar Valley. Keep getting base runners and hit the ball hard and let good things happen.
It'll be Eli Turley. That'll be the speed-up runner for the catcher, Micah Dahl. Bring up Jack Salmon. Had an infield single and then a single through the 3-4 hole. Single to the shortstop actually brought in 2 runs. Salmon now with 10 RBI.